Hi, welcome to my very first van tour. It's a standard 2005 Toyota Commuter with no special features that I spent several thousand hours on but gained a wealth of building experience from that. Hope you guys enjoy and find something beneficial from this tour. Okay, let's have a look at the inside of my van. So first thing you'll notice, I've got some illumination lights here. So this only turns on when the door comes on. And on the side here I've got little cupboard for some storage space. Yep, over here as well, and that's part of the same area. My jack in there at the moment. And at the back there you've got your illumination lights as well, so they're part of the same switch as the one on the ground. Over here we have a pull-out bench, and that's just a Kings Induction cooktop. You can pull that one out and put it there to cook if you want to cook. I usually don't cook inside the van, but it's there if we need it. That hooks up to my 240 watt stuff there. Now these silver things here are for my windows at night, so I cover my windows using those. Alright, so this is the kitchen in my camper van. As you can see, bench, microwave, fridge, sink, and just a cupboard. This is a 700 watt microwave. This is what we mainly use when we're in the van. We don't really cook too much, but this is really helpful since we've got it. Fridge is an 85 litre Kings fridge. Got a small freezer in here. That fits a ton of food, and that's great whenever me and the family need to go out. All good. Over here we've got some extra storage space that I made. Obviously hand wash, some cutlery, straws and stuff like that. Tissues back here, always helpful. And of course cup holders. That's good there. Here the sink. This here I've only got cold water hooked up to it. I don't have any hot water in my van. I don't feel I really need it. Under here, I'll put some pictures up after, but under here I've got two 10 litre containers. One is your clean water and one is your grey water. At the front here we have an extra 10 litre water and 10 litre water as well. These are both clean waters. I need that to refill my water whenever obviously we run out. I don't have any pipes or any plumbing running outside the van, so whenever it runs out and the grey water is filled up, I need to manually dispose of that properly. Two switches here. This top one is for your illumination, so when the cupboard opens, light turns on. Bottom one you can't see here, but I've got lights running to the back of the containers, so when you have all this out, you can actually see the two containers. If you turn this light on, you can actually it lights up the containers, obviously to help see how much water you have or how much grey waste you have in the containers at the back. My fuel pump is in here as well, so try to keep all that together. At the back here, so at the moment the water's not on, so there's a switch at the back here, and that turns on my water. So I generally keep the water filter turned off. No point having it running since I don't use it all the time. Yep. Okay, and that's the kitchen bit. So one more thing about the kitchen. I have this bench. So this bench is part of the bed, but when the bed is not in use, we can use this extra bench, and we punch it up there. There are a couple of bolts here, and you just put them in holes that I've drilled to keep these stabilized. And that's pretty much your bench there. You can put like a laptop here, your meal, something small too, you know, for the kids. They can watch their videos and stuff like that on their tablets and whatnot. But mainly I use this as, if I'm here by myself, I can put my laptop here and I can do some work and stuff like that. But generally, yeah, this was a good use of space, and the parts that I had just kind of stored away. So obviously when we're driving this comes off, but when we're parked and staying somewhere and the bed is not in use, we can use this as an extra table. What's also good about this is that if you cook or you need to prepare some food and that, and you need to take some stuff out, obviously you just can take your stuff out of the fridge and put it here to give you some more bench space, since I don't really have too much bench space here at the moment. Yeah, this is where I keep my toilet. You're going to move all this stuff out. Right, up here there's like a little handle compartment. You pull that open, and obviously there's our toilet. Okay guys, now we're going to have a quick look at the battery section. So we'll open that up, and then we'll open this one up. And this is my battery section. That took me quite a long time to wire up because I didn't have really that much experience in it, but we got it done eventually. At the bottom here is just a Kings 300 amp lithium battery, running to obviously a battery cutoff switch. These are your circuit breakers, and these are your isolator switches, or your circuit breakers as well. Runs all the way through, and it powers my 12 volt devices, all my USBs, all my lights, 12 volt plugs, stuff like that. Over here we got a 3000 watt inverter to run my 240 volt appliances. And over here we got a 12 volt DC charger that's got solar as well, as we can see here, running to a lithium battery. I've also plugged up an extra 50 amp Anderson plug. I generally use this one when I'm charging direct to a AC charger. I don't have a AC inverter charger connected to, so I don't really have shore power connected at the moment, so I can use that to directly plug into a lithium battery charger and charge it as well if I really need to. Currently my battery is sitting at only 192 amps, so we're a little over 100 amps down, but it's all good. It's charging at the moment, so not getting much out of the solar, but it's working nonetheless. Yeah, so our 3000 watt inverter, it just runs straight off an extension cable all the way to the front. I do have a switch there that I can use to turn it on and off, so it's not always running. And so yeah, that's my battery compartment, guys. Okay, so it's about 9 o'clock down here where I live, and I wanted to show the one thing or the one feature about my van that I like the most, and what makes it stand out for me is the lighting that I've put into my van. So as you can see here, the 3 stripes here on the back, the 3 LEDs on both sides. So these are your entry lights for the rear. And when you have the rear door open, obviously these are the switches for the one is for your 12-volt outlet here. So that only turns on when the doors open. Same with this light and same with this switch. So this switch here is for your switches at the back. So you see the little happy face there. So that's obviously the lighting on my rear door. And obviously if I turn off all the other lights here, it's quite bright here, and you can stand out here and cook and stuff if you so wish. Obviously you'd have to set up your own kind of table on that, because I don't have any pull-out tables, but that's what the lighting looks like if you have the doors open. Still quite bright. For storage, I've only got a little area here which is under the seating area, so that goes all the way through, if you can see it, to where the toilet would be at the front section there. On this side we've only got a little area that runs through to the battery area. As you can see, there's my transcode cooler and some other camping gear that I've got in there. If you're wondering, at the moment I'm charging my battery through the AC power charger. That there's a 30 amp lithium battery charger. Now that's directly plugged into that one Anderson plug, 50 amp Anderson plug that I've got there. So usually during the evenings when my battery is a little bit low, I'll run that for a couple of hours just to help the battery stay in good working order. I'll turn that off in an hour or so. But one more feature I should show with my lighting are these ones at the top here. So I've got to turn off my. So these here, you got your lighting that runs there. A little bit bright. I have to turn the other ones off too. So those are your rear lights as well. So yeah. So yeah, so that's basically the lighting area. As you can see, the front entry lamps, the ones on the wall, are on as the sliding doors open. Okay, and the last thing I'll talk about is obviously my table. Now my table is 80 centimeters by 40 centimeters. So originally I tried to make it 1 meter, but then it was too big to try to fit into this space and then have enough room for people to walk through this area to come in here. So I had to cut it down to a little bit smaller. But like all the other tables, it flips around and moves and gets into different positions and stuff. So this is generally the standard position where I keep it, so it's enough room to walk around and do what I need to do to the battery section. Got a ton of throw pillows and stuff like that I keep around here. But yeah, the table spins around and moves around, but usually when I don't, we just lock it in place and it stays in that position right there. One thing I did forget was the bed. Not unlike most camper van designs, the table just comes off the post and sits in the center, and the extra piece that I used in the kitchen sits in the bottom end of the bed. And then you just put the cushions in the middle and throw the blankets on, and you're good and done. Okay, so that's the end of my van tour. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like and comment below. Please share this video as well. If there's anything else that I might have missed in this video, just let me know and I'll do a follow-up one about it. Again, thanks for stopping by and watching this van tour. Cheers.